It's now Superman to finish everything all off. Unable to hold back the rage. He called him a loser.
Neither side had gained the advantage. So DC agreed to do this game if none of their characters...
If they were not OP.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Superman. We're in the final chapter with Superman. Welcome back, gamers.
You are a villain, Lex. Not this time. This time, you brought ruin to the world.
It's your fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's your... Later. How come he doesn't stay in rage mode when he's here? I feel like that would have made too much sense. Alright, Superman. Come on, Superman, you got this. These are your last chapters. And he's already winning. Wow. Wow. When he's raging, he rages hard. He's got a boning rager right now.
Blowjob, anybody?
You beat me to it. You landed in the fire.
Really? That's just... What the fuck was that?
There's certain buttons. One of them is a ground pound, and the other one is that, and then... Yeah. It's whatever you follow up with. Nice. Just think like Shazam. Or Captain Marvel. I know we keep calling him Shazam, but yeah, Captain Marvel.
We can call him Shazam. That's his new name though.
Come on. There you go. One more should do it. Oh! On the second round of Superman versus Luke. You know what, man? We talked about Man of Steel before, and you know what? As much as I don't like Superman, I did not hate that movie.
Oh, really? Because like when you first saw it sounded like you did.
I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it.
What?
Yeah, it's like a very 40% for me, man.
So you would watch it again?
I might watch it again. If I was in good company and there was nothing better on, yeah, probably I would watch it again. Finish him. Yeah! I would watch it again, but it's not a movie I would probably buy.
You caused me trouble for
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's not so bad that it was bad, it's just that it wasn't well made, in my opinion. The idea that you were even warning me about this, but that very far away shot and then they zoom in while they're flying around and everything, they did that throughout the entire movie.
Dude, that's a lot. Then people decide, oh, that should be annoying because no one has a fucking personality anymore.
It is annoying. It's just like, oh my god.
No, did it?
Because they were using the same. It was
It
pretty
was
much
just a
like
movement of a camera. A freaking. It wasn't a catchphrase that Superman was saying over and over again.
No, it's not so much that.
all.
It's just like the fact that it's like a one-trick pony shot. Like they kept using it. They kept using that one shot because they thought it looked cool. At first it did, but then when they abused it, it quickly withdrew its line for me.
No, the reason that they did it, I really like how they did that because there was never any shot like that in a CGI film to make it feel real. You know what I mean?
Oh god, come on. Fuck you, Batman. Nice. I just caught up with him quickly. He's gonna rage. He's gonna rage. He's gonna rage. There it is. Get away.
I'm trying. Oh,
Damn. It's alright, first round.
but yeah.
You know, I think my biggest issue with Superman is the fact that, you know, there's really not much to him. He's the equivalent of the god. Which is also, ironically enough, one of my problems with Goku now, is that he has the power of a god. So what the fuck else do you do after that? Like, what do you do with a guy who can almost never be killed, except for by his very small weaknesses, and they're very rare weaknesses no less. Taking away the sun, using the kryptonite, which is expensive, but only, what, 2-3 people can buy it?
Yeah, Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne.
And they're the only ones that really know how to use it against him?
Yeah.
Like, what else is left?
But dude, having that power, that's fucking awesome.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's why, again, one of the reasons why I liked Superman when we were kids and everything, or when I was a kid, is because, yeah, Superman is strong as shit. Like, he's powerful as fuck, and that was something to look up for. But it's when you have no weakness is when it takes it away.
Well, that's the thing, man. There's only one reason and one reason only why he's you know, not that.
Wait, like, he's overpowered.
Yeah, there's only one reason. There's only one reason.
Right.
Because he's a cash cow.
Well, yeah.
That's the only reason he doesn't die. It's not that he's OP'd or anything. It's because he can't die because.
Well, he's never.
He's a cash cow, dude. That's the whole factor about it. And like when these guys get in these arguments, these heated debates about this shit, that's what doesn't make sense.
Well, like the thing is, like too. Also, it's like, yeah, he can't die.
Superman.
Clark, I know you can hear me.
A coma?
Yes.
Once or twice.
He's actually in a coma right now.
Well, this is the same dude who's held like he was the filling for a planet sandwich, man. They collided into each other, and he just stood in the middle and tried to hold them together.
I'm not going to give up.
But you gotta understand,
and neither do
it's
you.
comic book, but like
this one's a comic based. This one's not movie based.
But like I said, man, that's the only reason he keeps coming back. That's the only reason, because like people have legitimately tried to kill him off, and then DC said no, you gotta bring him back. And that's where people start
because they don't, and that was
then they start blaming the character and not the writers.
But that was also the problem that they had with this particular game, is that they didn't want to see Batman or Superman get their head ripped off, and that's why they gave him a T rating.
Yeah.
So now you can't do that, and even if you do, it's pretty much censored out, except for like in Germany, I think they get the uncensored version.
Yeah, which is sad.
But they didn't want to see Superman get his head ripped off by Sub-Zero, despite that being like one of the biggest things and best fatalities of the game.
But he wouldn't be able to do it. Sub-Zero wouldn't be able to do it anyway. So.
Which also didn't make a lot of sense as to why they would do this then. Which kind of proves my point.
Yeah.
But the same argument goes with Goku, man. It's like, I don't know, and I'm saving this for Budokai if we ever did it, but I was watching Dragon Ball Z Super, or Dragon Ball Super, and one of the things they have a guy named Zamasu or whatever, and this is spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen this yet, but now they have like Goku fighting Goku with Supreme Guy powers who's wish for immortality.
And they've written himself into a corner so much so that now like they did just about every freaking possible way to fight him. He's already stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He has the power of a god and he still loses with even Vegeta's version of him. So what they did is they literally just erased it. Like, they didn't kill him off, they erased the entire universe he's in.
Yeah, well, that's what they did kind of with New 52.
What?
They made Superman weaker. Like, his costume was armor in the New 52.
Mm-hmm. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Just punch, 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 punch.
Damn it!
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you write yourself into a corner, the only thing you could do is just restart it. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing for some characters, but this is one of those characters who should not be that character. Like, Superman and Goku are not those guys. And I know the argument, everybody's saying Superman versus Goku. It's like, fuck that shit. I know, Goku has limits. Superman does not. We get it. Superman would win. I personally would love to have Goku win, but Superman would win. I know people are like,
no. I'm gonna debunk this like right now.
What?
They would never fight. Never. Neither would win. You wanna know why?
As you were saying.
Okay, the reason why I'm gonna end this right now. The reason why Superman wins against between Superman and Goku, the real answer is neither wins because they're both good guys. And the only time they would ever be fought, the only time they would ever fight each other is if one thought the other one was a villain, or if the other one was in mind control. And the one in mind control, that like they're not even at their full potential because like the whole time they'd be resisting it. And then if they thought each other were a villain, they'll soon realize that you're a bad guy. Kind of like how this happens right now.
Yeah. Exactly, it is. Like, the argument is basically based off of the idea that, you know, if they were pit against each other for whatever reason,
It's gonna fight for fucking sakes, but And it's a dumb
Yeah, but
reason.
when people talk about it, that's all they're talking about.
Yeah, they're just like, okay, well, if we pit them against each other, who wins?
Who's more powerful? Who's more powerful? Who gives a shit? You know, I don't.
They're both strong as shit, and they never reach their full potential because they're ever growing.
I'd rather see them fight a fucking big ass villain together,
like this guy,
than each other. Yeah.
No, Dark God, I won't let you destroy the Earth.
But you were doing a good job at it. Damn. So all of this, they knew that this one guy right here was the bad guy, and they still fight each other.
No, they just found out just now.
No, remember when he just drops into the screen before they fight each other?
Yeah, but they were raged.
I mean, common sense.
But their eyes were. Remember the rage, like.
See, he has it right now.
Yeah, and they're realizing right now.
So it's stupid.
Yeah, but that might have been a mistake on the freaking developer's part.
Possibly.
See, they're just talking right now. We have a common goal.
Oh, that guy that was looking at us to fight each other. Maybe he's the bad guy.
See, right now they're getting pissed. But wait a minute. Remember what you just said.
It can be overcome.
Some Buddha shit. Let your rage go.
You must focus.
Focus.
If we fight together, we can channel
Yeah.
energy against
Going back to the argument, man. You know that group I put you in the journey of a black dude or whatever, or something like that. That big Facebook group and everything else. You don't have to be, right?
But
all right.
no, like the big argument that everybody has is that Goku this and Superman that. Is like my thing is like honestly, I actually would probably agree with Death Battle. Goku would lose. Superman has unlimited power. Goku actually has a lot of limits, even against his own fighters.
You know,
in his
and
own
I
universe.
hate people saying like, people get so fucking hurt by that because they say, well, yeah, well, at least Goku's a freaking character. Superman's not a character; he's an ideal. And I'm like, how fucking petty do you have to be to say that? You can't even say that Superman's a freaking character.
Yeah, you can't give him the win just because he's an ideal or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, so is Goku for anime.
Right? Thank you for fucking saying that. I find that it's the one person that says that, and the people because once they see that Superman would win, they're like, oh well, he's not even a character really. I'm like, well, why'd you pit him up against like your character in the first fucking place?
That's like that stupid fight with the Green Power Ranger or the White Power Ranger versus Scorpion and the Bat in the Sun. That didn't make
We're
sense.
not going to talk about that because that's all based on popular vote.
Yeah, well.
No statistics.
Plus, there is like an alternate ending where you can see the winner and whoever you want.
Yeah, only if it's a close fight, which I think they should do an alternate ending for each one.
Anyway, like I said, this is totally debatable, sure, but I mean, it's only if that was ever the circumstances, and even then, I wouldn't even agree with it entirely. Like, I love Goku, but I don't imagine he would actually beat Superman. And ironically enough, I hate Superman. I don't like Superman.
I think my love for him has been growing and growing.
No, yeah, you cosplay the dude, so...
Well, yeah, it's not just that, man. He's not just a superhero, he's the superhero.
So is Shazam.
No.
You just said they're pretty much the same, it's lightning.
But there would be no Shazam without Superman, because Superman came first. Superman's the first superhero.
Well, that's just like Mario versus Sonic, you know. There would be no Sonic without Mario.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can live without one without the other.
I like Sonic. I can't live without him. Yeah, Shao Kahn and Darkseid are in this game. And after this, we'll take a break, and then we're going to go to the MK side, which hopefully I should get done really quickly. Like I said, we're going to try to get this done in one day. It shouldn't be too hard. But I haven't gotten this far in a long time, so we'll see. And we'll also get our little review here in the credits too, because we're gonna we'll play off of, we'll hear from the side. Just wait until what happens, alright? Just watch. I don't even know. I'm kind of making this up as I go. And actually, that's a very true statement, honestly. Like, I know some of you guys have probably noticed how I do gameplay has changed a little bit in terms of video. It's not necessarily consistent. Like, we took away the large intro and everything now that when we do these games. So There's no like 1 or 2 minute long intro and then the game starts. Instead, it's just like a clip or a video, a picture or whatever of whatever game we're gonna do, and then we go right into it. As well as like the censoring is kind of monotonous. Like Until Dawn, we took out the censoring altogether, so there's still a lot of cussing in it. However, I do try to watch it. There you go. And I'm like distracting him too, so. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is. God, you scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, let's scared the shit out of myself, man. I forget who gets who. Does
Raiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC gets Darkseid, and then
The others have
MK
disappeared
gets
as well.
Shao Kahn.
I thought it was Switch.
It's gone.
So everything's okay now?
What is this place?
Can we fight each other now?
Darkseid's throne room.
Yeah, they're back
Two
to regular
universes
planet
must
now.
have separated. Everything's returned to
Normal?
normal.
This is Superman's one opportunity to destroy this guy. Oh, you got Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
What happened there?
You are Darkseid.
The fuck are you?
I am Shao Kahn, and you will bow to me.
Now? My powers. They grow weaker as we fight.
That's fucking cool. Why does the Phantom Zone look cooler in this than it does in Injustice?
Yeah. Alright.
Hey, oh my god, I completely forgot about that. I bet.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that takes care of the DC side.
Yes. Yes.
Which
it does.
we freaking blew right by. It has not been more than what, 3 hours?
About
If not
2.5 hours, probably.
About 2.5 hours.
I'm really proud of myself.
Like, we freaking blew right through this game.
Even though I like sucked, there are people out there that can finish this in like 20 minutes. But
Yeah, well, we don't.
yeah,
We're not those people. If you guys were hoping to find Let's Players who can do like these games in like seconds, go somewhere else, because we don't do games like that. We were actually genuinely playing these things,
well, yeah, like.
and we do spam. We don't give a fuck.
It doesn't really matter because they actually stayed for the whole time. Go somewhere else. Like it's already over.
Get out of here! Leave, you
Oh
pathetic
well,
fool.
it's halfway. So just so you know, it's already halfway. So yeah.
Okay, so
But I enjoyed that immensely, except from the middle
oh, hold on.
to the ending. I got pissed.
Yeah, well, you know what? Since you're the DC guy, we'll let you go first. What did you think about this game altogether on your side?
It was okay,
It's just okay.
and there are different stuff. There's effing awesome. There's great. There's good. There's okay, and there's bad, and then there's horrible, and I will never even try to finish this game. So it was okay. I enjoyed it mainly because I love Mortal Kombat and I love DC, and when this came out, I was so over it, man. I was all over it. I got it on Xbox 360. I played the shit out of it for hours, man.
Yeah, but by the time you got to Lex Luthor, you were practically done with this game. Like, you
Yeah,
didn't
man.
want to do any more of
Like,
this.
Dude, this is boring now. Like, it actually got boring. You know what? Yeah, the gameplay was boring. I will tell you that. The gameplay was boring, and it was frustrating. But I just liked seeing these characters. I just liked being able to be these characters. So, if this was like 10 years ago, I wouldn't recommend someone to buy it.
Alright, that's big words, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, so far, I kind of want to hold off until MK when I get my side in. So I'm going to wait on that.
Of course there's that, because I only played the DC version side, and this was like the...
Yeah, he's getting the DC side, so I'm going to hold off my view until after we're done with the MK side, which we're going to get done today too. But,
But like I said, yeah, it was boring. The gameplay was boring, but what was fun was seeing these characters act with each other. Like the
How they would
best part
fight
of
each
this
other.
game was the cutscenes.
yeah.
Really, man.
The part when you're not fighting is when it was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And,
I actually agree with that, man. Looking at it is like, they look really floaty.
Yeah.
in terms of how they jump and move. Like, you have the running button that we didn't really use that much,
The
honestly.
biggest problem I hated with the last gameplay we did, well, with Mortal Kombat 9, was like when you could still get hit, you could still receive damage if it doesn't even connect. And that's the problem with any fighting game, but in this one,
When the hitbox is too big.
But this one is just frustrating the whole fucking time, dude. The whole fucking time. Like, I can't wait to play Injustice now because it's going to be so much better. The controls are much more better. The animations are better. They move better. It's just, but then that's like I said, this is like the first fighting game with DC
That we have done so far, too, no less.
And then like, what was this? 10 years ago?
God, I don't know. But I'll have to date when we actually do the first episode.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure it was up there, man.
It was years ago, man.
Yeah.
Long time ago. Which is a shame.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say it was like 2006.
You taking a wager on it?
2006, 2007.
I mean, as far as the DC side goes, I mean, they look cool at least.
Yeah, they do.
They do look cool. Batman looks intimidating. Superman looks like a nice, cool version of it. Wonder Woman, her forehead looks kind of weird, but still.
Superman is the only one that didn't change at all. Superman, he has the exact same costume that he's always had in the comic books. Classic, with underwear on the outside and everything. If you want to play this game, I don't recommend it, but if you want to play it, I guarantee you can play it for free. It's probably gathering dust in someone's freaking DVD rack somewhere. You could probably find a few copies buried in that, like somewhere.
It's guaranteed to be at some local game place too.
Yeah, man. Like I don't think anybody has done gameplay of this. Unless
none of the people I've ever watched have actually done this game yet. Game Grumps, SGB, Markiplier, none of them have done this.
If you guys are gonna do your own gameplay for this, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, by all means, man. Like we're trying.
Dude, this is the funnest time I ever had with this game.
This is actually like.
And I wanted it to end like halfway through.
Honestly, it's not a lot of people do this game, as oddly as that sounds, but you would think that they would. Considering how popular both franchises are.
When they announced it, I can only imagine the fucking hype and like
the hype was huge.
The excitement that people had for it. Yeah, it was
the hype was huge for this.
It was a big ass thing. And when it came out, like
everybody got disappointed by how it felt and played.
Mostly Mortal Kombat fans.
Mostly because of that goddamn T rating.
Yeah, because Mortal Kombat fans, they got the sharp end of the sword.
They got the worst end.
Yeah, and like DC fans are like, fuck yeah, like how I was. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's a fighting game, and they're fighting Mortal Kombat people. Awesome.
Thank you for playing.
Well, fuck you.
Just like one of the very few.
Really? That's the last thing they're gonna say? Fuck you.
Thank you for playing. I mean, you're one of the few people who did.
I don't hate the game though. I don't hate it. It's just, and I don't mean okay as in it's an okay game. I mean like. Okay.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a break here, but we're also going to go to the Mortal Kombat side, which I'll be doing here in a minute.
Yeah.
For now, I got to unload everything because we got through all of that in one full roll, ironically, impressively enough. So when we come back, we're going to be doing the Mortal Kombat side, so you'll be watching me take it on. and Everett's gonna have to suffer through that. So,
Oh yeah, I'll be talking shit the whole time.
like I did.
Like, you know, I'll just like put down more trivia about DC that I missed in the last video.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys soon.